Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. If you're seeing that red live button up there, that means you're catching us live. And I hope you are, because Wilby and I want to get crafty with you friends today. So come on in, say hello when you pop on. I think we're going to do a cute one today. I always hope that's the case. Oh, shoot. I just decided I was going to go live. I just said, let's do it. Hello, Miss Lynn. How are you, friend? I had today off, and I was down here working on some pre-records, and I was like, let's just jump on and do a live. Hello, Miss Vonda and Miss Bonnie. Let me get my computer up here, figure out what's going on with it. Hello, Miss Alita and Miss Leona. How are you, ladies? Oops. Not there yet. Not there yet. Hello, Miss. Oh, Miss Debbie, you're on your break. Oh, good. Good. Love breaks are good. Hello, Miss Shauna. How's it going up there in the old Canada? Is it still snowing? Man, one of my classmates from high school, she lives out in Colorado, and they got like feet. I was like, oh, keep that out there. That was nasty looking. Nasty. Okay, you guys, so I have this little carrot, this Dollar Tree carrot kicking around here, and I want to do something with it before, Easter crafting time is over, So I said, let's do that today. I just posted a pre-record of this purple flower back here. That was fun. Purple's my favorite color, so that was fun to do. So let's put Wilby up here in his home, and I am going to, first of all, I got a little glitter on this little guy. I'm going to paint this part of this carrot. I just picked this up at Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint it. I'm going to paint it. I think I'm going to paint it with moss because, hold on, I got to find it. Oh, moss, where are you? Always hiding. Moss, that's celery. Celery and moss, for some reason, when I got these, I've had them long enough, they don't have the colors at the top. Hello, Miss Kathy and Miss Barb. So I always know which ones are the right ones because they don't have the little circle color on the top. I don't know why. Probably had it too long. Oh, shoot. All right, so we're going to take, can you guys see all right? I'll cut my head off a little bit. I'll bring this back here. We're going to paint this with moss. Let me get a brush. I just took a bunch of brushes upstairs. Hello, Miss Kathy Contreras. It's still morning in Arizona. Yeah, what time is it? So it's probably like what? 10, 11, 12, like what? 10:30? 10:30? I had today off, so I was happy about that. I slept in a little bit I was up, but then I went back to sleep. There's never any sleeping in going on. You're trying not to buy too many craft supplies, but you did buy this carrot. I know, I'm the same way. Like, I had to run out this morning, and while I was out, I was like, okay, since I'm off today, normally I wouldn't go to an estate sale on a Friday, but I was like, I don't really have anything to do today. I could go to an estate sale, but there are no estate sales in the city this week. They're over, and the one I thought about going to is way over on the other side of Kalamazoo, and I'm like, nah. So, then I was like, well, should I go to Dollar Tree while I'm over on this side of town? And this probably my third favorite Dollar Tree. Hello, Miss Deborah from Erie, Michigan. Well, I'm in Battle Creek. So I didn't, though. I came home. I said, you don't need anything. Because I was like, I got to do some more pre-records. I want to do some more things. And I'm like, no. And actually, I think what I'm going to do, maybe I'll get stuff uploaded today. I'm going to do an online auction. So if you never done an auction with me, I load my item. Hello, Miss Doris. No, not shopping. I load my items or my crafts online, and I put a minimum price, and then I set a time frame, and then you can bid on them until the time frame is, the sale is over, or the auction is over, and then the highest bidder is the winner. And yeah, so last time I just did a straight, listing, and I'm like, no, this time I'm doing an auction because I think I'm going to throw in the 4 the 4 bunnies, the peat bunnies, you know, the 4 big peat bunnies. So I think we're going to throw those in there, so give everybody a chance if they are interested in those peat bunnies. Those are so stinking cute. But yeah. All right, so here is our moss. Moss is just so, if you just put moss on this and just painted it a really like pretty orange, how pretty would that be? Hello, Miss Doris from Ohio. Did I say hi to you, friend? I can't remember if I did or not. I didn't even tell Mother I was going live. I just told my husband because, you know, he's upstairs. I'm like, I'm going live, just so you know. I just, impromptu. Hello, Miss Cynthia. How are you, friend? So I think that'll be good. We're going to end up doing some greenery on here anyway, but I needed something in the background to cover that. You know, to cover it. Well, I'm sorry. I couldn't remember if I did, and I didn't want to be rude, so I did it twice. Oh, this is the carrot. I'll have to look again. I'm sure I looked. I'm sure I did. Did I comment? I'm sure I did. You guys, I look at so many crafts. Hello, Miss Karina. How are you, friend? I watch so many videos. Sometimes I question whether I saw it in my sleep. Like, yeah. All right, well, that's good enough because, like I said, we're gonna go over that anyway. So the plan, surprise, be happy to see me. Well, hello, Miss Brenda. Welcome. I'm glad you caught us today. I say us because it's me and Wilby and the rest of my friends here. So I'm going to do something a little different. I don't think I've done material before on these, but I'm going to use my lace. Do you guys remember this lace? Now, this is going to be pretty. I think this is going to be pretty. If it works out like how my mind says it should work out. Hello, Miss Debbie. I think this will be really pretty. Look at this lace. Oh, I love this lace. I got this from an estate sale, remember? So I think if we start, if it doesn't work out the way I hope, probably should do a little point right here at the bottom, or maybe even bring it down a little bit further. I thought about just going back and forth, but if that doesn't work, then I'll just cut it, okay? So I don't know. I don't know. So I'm going to put a little glue down here and see. I'm not painting this because this is going to cover it good. You fall asleep with your phone on your hand. Yeah, it gets mad. Oh, shoot. Well, you ever want to help somebody out? Hello, Miss Janice and Miss Debbie from Shelton, Washington. You ever want to help somebody out? Watch a reel or something and then forget that you're watching a reel and then like go do something and that reel just just keeps playing over and over again. Talk about helping somebody out with their views and oh shoot. All right, so I'm not sure, before we get all into this, I'm not sure if I'm gonna want to just like cut this and then just layer it up. Has anybody ever done this? I thought it would be kind of cool to just kind of go back and forth like so, but I wasn't sure if we'd lose the carrot. Let's just pretend like we're doing that. If we'd lose the carrot shape too much. I don't want to lose the carrot shape. I want it to look like a carrot when we're done here. What do you think? Miss Barbie, you've done that? Oh, shoot. I know. One day maybe that would be cute just to go back and forth. What do you guys think? Do you think that would be okay? I mean, I guess the worst we could have to do is like take it out and... Hello, Miss Becky, and you know, I don't know, maybe this first one down here, though, I'm not wanting to, I want the point, so let me just trim this, because I got the point down here. I'm going to trim that one. Maybe we'll start above that. Okay, so we've got the point to the carrot, okay, well, you know, sort of there. Cut each row. Miss Lynn says cut each row. Well, I thought about it, but then I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm torn. Torn. The carrot you posted was out of paper mache carrot from Hobby Lobby. So if I cut each row, I probably would do like cinch it. I would cinch it, you know what I mean? Like cinch it. All right, maybe we should just do it. Like we could do 2, I don't know. I'm gonna glue this. Hello, Miss Sue. I am on early today because I didn't work today. I had today off. So I decided to jump on, and then tonight we're gonna go out to dinner with my stepchildren. All right, so there's the next row. So there's 2. Will the edges ravel if you cut the row? Possibly. I don't know. We're gonna see what it looks like if we just kind of slide on up here. I don't know what it will look like. I mean, I had a vision, but I don't know if my visions always work out. Okay, hold on. We're gonna trim this one. Yeah, we're gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings. The kids like Buffalo Wild Wings, so okay, let me trim this one. All right, so here's 2. That didn't come all the way across on that one side, but I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be able to cover it. So the worst case scenario here is we might have to just trim that little excess where it curves. I know, and it's going to be a fancy gourmet carrot, isn't it? Fancy. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. All right. Hot glue. Dollar Tree carrot, somebody might call this peach, but it looks orange to me. I mean, it's a pastel-y orange. How's that? Well, thank you for sprinkling. Hello, Miss Donna. Pastel-y. How's that? Pastel-y. And I could just glue that right there and cinch it up. Well, we'll see how this goes. So far, look. I think it's looking good. We're holding the carrot shape, right? We're holding the carrot. We don't want it to look like I don't know what it would look like. So how's the weather? How's the weather in your necks of the woods? Today it's not super warm here yet. I think it might. No, I don't like that one. Let's trim that one. That's a little skinny. You guys, I've got so much lace here. I'm not worried about a few little. I mean, look at all this. It's a lot. It's a lot. Probably more than I'll use in my lifetime. In my lifetime. Oh, this is cute. This is so cute. So yeah, I'm okay with it. And then a friend of mine, I haven't even really taken it out of the bag to like really inspect what, I'm going to probably trim that off right there. Because you can see that's not like sewn. See, the top of the lace has that little sew, so I think that will be okay. Warm but the chance of rain in Mississippi. Cool but sunny. All right. Cool but sunny. Okay, I think I might leave that one just to see. Anyway, a good friend from high school, last Friday, she dropped off this bag of her mother-in-law passed away, and so she had all this craft supplies, and she brought over a huge bag of embroidery hoops, and I feel like I could do a whole room with embroidery hoops. I just acquired so many of them lately, and I'm like, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with these because it would be really cool. But anyway, she brought those over. There's Edna. And then she brought me a ton of lace, too. I've got a lot of lace and embroidery hoops. Hello, Miss Patricia. How are you, friend? I know, isn't that lace looking pretty? Okay, I'm going to go this way this time. And go right to about there. Okay. I don't know if there probably is a right and a wrong side to lace. All you professional lace people. There's probably a right and a wrong direction, but it's all good. I can't really tell, but then I look at it, I'm like, well, maybe it's supposed to go this way, but I mean, it kind of looks the same, but not, you know, same but not. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? Have you got any hot plans? I don't. I'm crafting an event on Sunday afternoon. Okay, look. You could do so much with embroidery hoops. I know. That's the thing though. Like, where do I start? Like, I almost feel like I wanted to do some sort of like embroidery hoop, like somewhere in my house. I feel like I want to do like some sort of like collage. I saw this one thing on Pinterest where people took, somebody took material and just put random, you know, swatches of material in the embroidery hoops and just put like this big collage on the wall. Hello, Miss Lori, how are you? So, I don't know, I don't know. I can't decide what I want. I mean, I need to decide something, but I got to get some good material. Like, I feel like I got to look through the material and decide where I would put it. All right, so I'm going to do something a little bit different with this one. I'm going to put a little bit of glue here at the end, and I'm going to put it right there. So we're I'm going to try to keep this, but I'm going to scrunch it a little bit. Some of it's like more pleated than other spots, and I kind of like that look. So it'll scrunch up there a little while we're gluing it on there. So we just have this Dollar Tree carrot. I just picked this up, I don't know, a week or so ago, so they probably still have these if you can't resist. That's the weather for you. I'm in Walmart parking lot. People watching. Miss... Who is in Walmart parking lot? People watching. Who was it? Who was it? Who was it that's doing that? Hold on. Miss Susan is... You're in Walmart watching people scratching butts and picking up. Ew. Oh. I'm telling you what. You know, I always say, like, people here, like, my friends and family, they're like, Walmart, you know, like, oh my God, Walmart, you know, like, I'm like, okay, let's face it. The store right across the street is called Meijer, and there are better people there. So, my girlfriend was like that when she used to be like that. She's like, oh, Walmart. So then during COVID, or, you know, like, towards the end of COVID, okay, look how that's coming along. I think that's going to be cute. I was in Meijer and I saw this woman, and she had on like this, like, it was like a cotton, well, it was when it was warm, because, well, unless it was just, she just wore a cotton dress, like, no bra on. The girls were hanging way south, you know, and I was like, oh, you think your store is better than Walmart? Check this out. I mean, it's horrible of me. I took a picture. I'm like, here. Don't act like you're above Walmart, because look at this. Was that wrong of me? Probably. But, you know, it was a good laugh to her, because she's always like, oh, Walmart. Hello, Miss Jackie from the UK. It's your 4-year-old grandson says how he says hi. Well, hello, little grandson Elliot. How are you? We don't have much choice to shop at. I know, right? I mean, my husband's the same way. Mommy. I'm like, listen, Walmart, I'm sorry, but I feel like we get a better value at Walmart. I don't know. Get more groceries. Like, we're going to take the kids to Buffalo Wild Wings tonight for dinner, and I was looking at the menu, and because I was like, well, no, I'm trying to, like, eat healthier, and I'm like, I really don't want wings, right? I mean, those aren't healthy. But I'm like, if I have to, I will. But for 30 wings... 30 wings, it's like $35. Okay, well, there's my husband and myself, the 3 kids, and a boyfriend. So, not mine, but so we got to think about, you know, 6 people. We're gonna have to probably double that, you know, with wings, because we've got 2 boys who are seniors, and they, you know, probably can out eat us all. And then my husband, there's the 3 of them. So I'm like, man, I don't know how people go out to eat all the time. Miss Doris, you do the same thing. Shoot. So anyway, I'm like, well, originally my husband's like, you want to go to Red Lobster? Go, you want to take 4 kids to Red Lobster? Heck no. We just got paid and we'll be broke until next payday. It's expensive for us to go there. All right, I'm going to just put a little glue right there and kind of cinch that so it sits a little bit nicer. Okay, all right, check it out. Isn't that cute? I think that's holding it. I think it's holding its shape nicely. I like the. That's our word. All right, that one's okay. Maybe not. Gotta trim that a little bit. Well, thank you, Miss Vonda. Hello, Miss Faith. Okay, let's see. So wait, next week is St. Patrick's Day, and then like what, 2 weeks? Or wait, this weekend is St. Patrick's Day, Sunday, and then what? 2 weeks is Easter. Man, gotta shop Walmart if you want to eat. That's right. That's right. Just don't shop at all, right? Just stay home and just starve for a day or two. Oh goodness. Oh God, groceries are so expensive. I feel for people with multiple teenagers. Like, ugh. Yeah. Growing boys and sometimes the girls. Sometimes the girls. Depends on how they're feeling. I remember when I was in high school, I had this one friend who all she did, I mean, she was skinny as a rail, like ridiculous. I think she had a little like eating disorder issue, but she would just drink Diet Coke for lunch every day. I'm like, really? You're not eating school pizza? Come on. You tried making a ribbon carrot folding back and forth on a frame. Thought it would be really easy, not turn out crooked upstairs. So I tossed it to the side and feel like, oh, I hear you. I hear you. You know, sometimes I start doing these like off, you know, when I'm not live, I'll do pre-records and I'll start doing them. And I'm like, oh my Lord, it's a good thing we didn't start that one on a live. That was a hot mess. Like, you just never know what's. We always have good intentions and visions, you know, but it doesn't always work out. It just doesn't always work out. But whatever, it's all good. Your grandkids are 18, 16, 14, 12. Oh my goodness. Goodness. My sister's, my nephew, Finnegan, I think he'll be 10. I think he'll be 10. I think he'll be 10 this year. 10 or 11. I lost track. Anyway, he's always been one of those kids who's like, he'll eat and then he'll be like, can I have a snack? Can I have a snack? You just ate. Can I have a snack? You're a snack, you little turkey. Oh, shoot. Yeah, this lace I got from an estate sale. Do you guys remember when I went live after that estate sale that I was showing you guys the stuff out of my trunk? This was that sale, but it was the first part of the sale. The first time I went. Second time, they didn't have any lace left. Remember, I got the baskets. I got the little, the little tiny baskets. All the lace was gone. And I didn't buy it all. I bought a lot, but I didn't buy it all. But they had really done well in there. Whoops. Oh, I might cut that a little bit too short. Oh well, it's all good. Yeah, with the little baskets. Oh no, cereal. You know, well, at least, like, do you go to Aldi and buy cereal, like those big bags of cereal? Because, man, I feel like that's where you can get your money. So my dad retired from Post, you know, where we live here in Battle Creek. Post and Kellogg's are here. And my mom, my dad's gone now, but my mom is able to go to Post. I think it's once a month. And they open their little, I don't know what it is, a little Post store or whatever. And she can get boxes of cereal for us for like, I don't know, $1 or $2. I mean, the price has gone up, so I think it's more than that. So it's like probably like $2. They used to be cheaper, but of course, with everything, even the cheap cereal for the workers that, or whatever, that's not for resale or whatever, has gone up. But that's nice. I don't eat a lot of cereal though, because I can't tolerate milk. So I like more to eat like the chocolatey cereal that I could just eat dry. Oh, you'd have to drive too far for it. Of course they're picky. Of course they like certain things. Of course, because they're not buying it. Oh, shoot. Of course. Of course. All right. I'm following the line on this one right here because this is got the little shiplap line. That's what I'm calling it anyway, a little shiplap line. Okay. So I woke up in the night, couldn't sleep. I just have trouble sleeping sometimes. I woke up in the night and somehow I got on Erin from Lizzie and Erin. And she was painting a stool. Did anybody see her? She was painting a stool out in her yard. I think it was yesterday. And she has her chickens. She has her chickens and she has got a rooster, and her rooster always chases her. She came screaming across the yard. I was laughing so hard. I was like, a rooster chasing her. Hello, Miss Danita. Wasn't that funny? Oh, I feel like all right, how's it looking? I think it's looking cute. It was so funny. Oh, shoot. And he was just a cock-a-doodle-doodling away there. But yeah, and he, it's funny because the little tiny little rooster, that was enough to scare a human to run away from it. But I mean, I do the same way. Like, what's it gonna do? You probably just be like, you probably could scare. I know she is, but you probably could just be like, bah, and scare it away. Like. But I'd be the same way. I'd be totally running across the yard. But it was just funny. She was like, ah. Oh, she's like, you can't make eye contact with it. That's as soon as you do, it goes crazy. Oh, shoot. But I was laughing. And I don't know, it was about 5 o'clock this morning, I think it was. Again, it was my day off, and I'm up watching videos at 5 in the morning because I can't sleep. Well, what do you do? Fills the time. Hello, Miss Nora. How are you, friend? Fills the time so you can fall asleep again. All right, let me just trim that one right there. Oh, nose is running. All right, I think we have about. Oh yeah, I bet you they can. He's just so little though. I feel like I just be like, wacha, like. Maybe you keep a broom out in the yard or something. Right? Can you take a broom? Just broom them. If it gets too close. I love that. That is so stinking pretty. Love that. Yeah, I'm not really a farm animal kind of gal. Like my son had pigs. He did 4-H and he had pigs. So I think one year, oh, you're working on Christmas ornaments. Oh, you're right in the season. You're just getting ahead, aren't you? You're so funny. One year he decided he wanted to raise them at our house because typically he would raise them down around the corner at my cousin's on his farm with other pigs, like with his kids' pigs and cows and everything else. But for some reason, he felt the need that he wanted to raise them at our house. We lived out in the country then, obviously. But those pigs would get out of their, well, we'd get them out. They wouldn't get out. Like we did an enclosed area for them, and they would get out and they would run around in circles, and they were crazy. And whenever he would give them baths, oh my gosh, they just loved their baths. Oh my God, they were hilarious. And you scratch them, and they would like lean like, they were so funny. Oh, I can't remember what, he had different names for them, every time he would name them something really cute. And then in the beginning, he would be really sad when, market day came and that little piggy went to market. But when he got older, he became a leader. But they would always feed him like the last day when they knew they were going to market and all the kids were around, they were crying. They would feed him all kinds of junk food from the fair, like just anything, because it was their last. Show him the frozen chicken. You took it all away. Wait, what? Show the frozen chicken. Wait, what am I showing frozen chicken? Wait, I'm lost. Oh, to the rooster? Yes. Oh, shoot, that would be funny. All right, now we're at the top. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm at the top here. Their last meal. Yeah, oops. We're at the top, and I'm going to try to scrunch it. Yeah, for a minute I was lost. I was like, what is she talking about? Yeah, right. Take the chicken. This can be cute. I don't know. Do you eat? Do you butcher a rooster? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm like a silly girl. I'm silly, but I'm a city girl. I don't know all those things. I don't know all those things. I don't. Okay, we're almost at the top. We're almost at the top. Isn't this lace pretty? I know. All right, let me trim this right here. And then we can all right, I gotta put a little glue right there and I can trim that off. Yeah, I think I'll just trim that little piece right off right there. Aaron's rooster chaser. Yeah, Miss Debbie, that's what I was saying. I woke up at 5 this morning and somehow Erin popped up in my feed, and that's what I was saying. She was all taken over. And I don't think that's not the first time I've seen that rooster chaser. But it was just funny because I'm like, oh, he's still at it. Still at it. Okay, look at that. Look at that. That's lace. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So pretty. Oh, I love that. And we didn't even paint the under part of that because we didn't need to. I think it looks good like that. Roosters are just meat. Yes, meat just shows up in the grocery. No, I didn't mean that, but roosters, do they, because don't you keep your rooster for your, no, silly goose. I know they butcher the chickens, but what about the roosters? I don't know, like, did you just send the rooster to market too? Like, don't you need the rooster? Isn't there a purpose for that jerk? Isn't that why they have them? There's a purpose for that jerk. Well, thank you, Miss Deborah. Okay, so I think we need to look at some greenery we're going to put up here. Get it. And then, yeah, I like this. Stinking cute. And then make a little bow for it. So I think I'm going to look at, oh, I should have my little ears on. Where'd they go? Oh, here they are. I didn't have my ears on. I forgot. Let's put our ears on while we're making a rabbit. I mean, we're making a rabbit. We're making a carrot for the rabbit. All right. I have this greenery. So I want to see if it's going to look cute on here. It kind of reminds you of carrots. We put our heads, we cut their heads off and they run around forever. So do you kill the rooster too, Miss Susan? Or do you have to keep that rooster around? See the last man standing, literally? The last male. You know what I meant. All right, I'm going to see how this looks. Last male standing. I don't know. People selling eggs around here for big bucks. Big bucks. All right, let me see if I'm going to like this. Oh, thank you, Miss Jennifer. How are you, friend? How are you? I see your little thing you made for your front porch. With what was that? Was that a praying mantis? What was on that? Was that a cricket or a grasshopper? What was that? I saw that. All right, let's try this. Let's try. Maybe we'll just do one at a time, and I'm gonna try to kind of aim them in the direction of this. Oh, it's a big old grasshopper. Oh my gosh! You know what? like, I don't see grasshoppers a whole lot around here, or like praying mantis, but when you do, you're like, where did you come from? So cool. Yeah. All right, let me put a little bit of glue right here on here. All right, so if you're just popping on, we put lace on our carrot, on our Dollar Tree carrot. See what you can do to these Dollar Tree things. Get them now before the price goes to $1.50, little turkeys. Now, how many years was Dollar Tree $1? How many decades? All of a sudden, they go to $1.25 to boom, $1.50. Boom. You screamed and then giggled. That's hilarious. Just tells you what kind of economy we got going on here. We can't even get our Dollar Tree goods for $1 anymore. And then it said something about, I'm assuming they were referring to the plus part, that some of those items would go up to $7 and eventually $10. I did read that. Google says you can eat roosters, but they're very tough, so you have to know how to cook them. Probably won't feed them or find them in a store. Oh, shoot. They're tough as in they're mean, right? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, shoot. They're ornery. So nobody wants to. I just figured you probably keep the rooster, right? Because there's the purpose of having him. Oh, shoot. Shoot. All right, we're going to do another one going this way. Going this way. So is anybody into those IOD molds and transfers? Because today was the big IOD spring release. I don't really buy those, but I really, like when we were in New York last year, we went to a store, Purple Painted Lady. She has a website, Miss Trish. She was just doing a live a little bit ago because they were showing all the release because they sell that stuff there. So I was looking to see, like, what do they get? Because I really would love to buy like a piece of furniture, like a table or something, and like redo it and put some of the transfers on the top, because they did one last night. It was beautiful. They actually can lay eggs without a rooster. Oh, they can. So what do they have it for? What do they have a rooster for? I don't know. I'm not a farmer. I don't know why. Why do you have that for? What's the point? If they're mean, why do you need them? Yeah, now I'm wondering. Because Erin was saying how, she was like, leave her alone. You've already bugged her today. I think she was talking about, bugger. So I was like, well, our Dollar Tree is not a plus, but some items are $1.75. Oh. I know, like the helium balloons. Okay, guys, check it out. The helium balloon, we're going to add some more in here so it's more symmetrical. The helium balloons have already gone up to $1.50. I think, what is it? Roosters need a baby, roosters are needed for baby chicks. Roosters make the eggs fertile baby. Oh, okay. So if you want to have chicks, oh, for heaven's sakes. All this, maybe I should have paid attention in biology. No, I don't remember talking about babies, roosters, and chicks. Surely we don't have that in the curriculum now, right? Somebody was just talking about home ec. Who was it? How important home ec is. Like, how important home ec should be. Like, I don't remember who it was. Oh, it was Miss Tracy. I was watching some older videos from Tracy from My Sweet Home Living, because she does pretty much all primitive crafts, and I love primitive. And I was catching some of her old, and she used to be a teacher, and she was talking about how they don't have, they don't do home ec. That's not part of the curriculum standards. It's all like math, science, English, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the cheaters are $1.50. Yeah. All right, how's that looking? How's that looking? It's looking carroty, right? Okay, looking carroty. I think it's cute. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit more here and a little bit more up here because we need it a little bit longer. Because you know those carrots, they can come off there with some long, whatever they're called. Roosters are for breeding, also to wake you up before dawn. Okay, so if your chicken, you just have layers, right? Layers as in egg layers, not leg airs. You don't need a rooster, right? They just automatically lay the eggs. Like, boom, here's an egg. I don't know how it works. My girlfriend has chickens. I need to get some education from her. Like some, they just automatically plop an egg out. I don't know how it all works. I don't. City girl, don't know. Did you say where you got the greenery from? Miss Kathy, this greenery I bought from, what's her name? Miss Lori from Lavender and Ivy. She had it in her sale one night. But I saw somebody else had this. I don't know, so I don't know where it came from. But it's very, like, for me, it's like very, like, it's a little bit, like, dingy, like, more rustic. So it kind of looks like, you know, like a kind of dirty greenery. it's I don't know how to explain it. I know, Miss Jennifer, yeah, like, oh, another kid. Boom, another kid. Oh, good Lord. I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know. I must not have paid attention much in school. I don't remember, or, you know, they don't remember much. I just don't remember much. Okay. Does that look good? I feel like maybe one more piece right here. And then we're going to put like a bow right here or something. But I think that's looking cute. Wouldn't that be awful? Well, there's old Sally Sue plopping out another kid. She just dropped him right there on the sidewalk. Oh my God. Oh, shoot. That's just what we need. Sally Sue plopping her kid on the sidewalk. All right, I filled that little piece in right there. Oh, shoot. Okay. Would you know this is a Dollar Tree? Oopsies, yes. Would you know that's a Dollar Tree carrot? You wouldn't even know, would you? You would not know. Okay, so now we got to figure out what we're going to do for our bow. We got to put a bow. I haven't really thought that far ahead. You know how I roll. Just, you know, fly by the seat of my pants. So I'm probably going to use some sari silk because that's laying right here. Let's keep that handy. Let's see. Let's unroll it to the little, I don't know, however they put that together. It drives me nuts. But however they do that, let's use some of that. And then, ooh, I do have some. Ooh, it's kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess because I brought it down here from, this is, I got this table runner from Hobby Lobby. And I coffee grunged it. See it all grungy? I baked it and hung it out on the back porch and let it all dry. It looked like a ghost was hanging out there. Surprised it didn't freak the dogs out because it was hanging out there. So this is a runner. It's like gauze. It's not cheesecloth, it's gauze is what it is. If you're wondering, it's very thin. But we're going to work that into our bow. And probably some lace. Yeah, we're just going to keep it kind of neutral. I know, when I got that sari silk, though, it was a sorry mess. You ever bought sari silk? They literally just throw it in, like, long, just all that. I had to make that little ball. I was so irritated with it. I would try to use it on a live, and it would be all balled up, or all, you know, knotted up. I think that might be enough. So I finally one day I just like balled it up and I was like, okay, That's good. That's how it's going to be. That's good to go. Here's a piece of lace right here we could use in there. That would be pretty. Let me get my mini Bodabra over here and some twine. Alrighty, stick that in there. Let's put the gauze down first. Now it's totally all chunky and weird, but that's okay. It kind of describes me. So I coffee stained some cloth the other day, but like an idiot, I wasn't paying attention and rinsed it. Needless to say, I had to do it again. Yeah, why did you rinse it? You were like, you felt like the need. Now, I saw a really cool technique that Miss Andrena from Lee Lexi Creations. I hope I say her name right. I always feel like I don't say her name right. She did a grunge with paint. She used the grunge, you know, with the coffee and the cinnamon and vanilla, but she put paint in it. So she stained the material purple. That was another one of those videos that came up in the night. And I was like, how cool. I'd never seen that before. I'd never seen. You're not sure why? Probably because it was a thing. Apparently you just wanted to do it again. You're like, oh, I'm just going to do this again. All right, so there's our gauze in there. Let's put our Sari Silk down first. Yeah, it was the one she did was purple, and I was like, purple? She used just some acrylic paint. I'd never seen anybody do it before. I didn't even know that it was a thing. Like, I think, you know, like she was just dyeing fabric. Okay, I'm just, where I trim that off, I'm just getting like a frayed edge again. She just wanted to dye some fabric, and so she just did the grunge with it, so it makes it all, you know, stiff and, you know. So she put the cinnamon on it, it smelled good, and all the things. So anyway, I was like, wow, I didn't know. I'm like, that'll be something I'll have to like tackle on a day when I'm like really wanting to be up in the kitchen, and is you're gonna have to be up there and like, because she's put this and put this and put this. I feel like I needed a bigger container. Like I need to find a bigger container to do that. So anyway, it was really cool. So if you're interested in that, you'll have to check out, it's a video that she did, so I'm sure she's got it, you know, maybe featured, because it's a unique thing. I hadn't seen it. Never seen anybody do that before. But I thought it was really cool. All right, this is going to be trimmed on this side because the other one was on that side. So I'm going to do that. We'll just leave that how that is for right now. I have a friend that started raising chickens last year. I've learned gobs and stuff from her. Oh, shoot. Well, are they layers or are they breeders? I don't know. I guess I just know people with layers, because that's why people around here have chickens, because they want the eggs, right? Like, I don't know. Unless you're a chicken farmer. We do have chicken farms around here, and they smell awful. Just like most farms, but ugh. Bleh. Bleh. Okay, I think that's going to be cute. I like that neutral, just neutral on it, because we got the green, we got the orangish-ish, you know. Yeah. All right, so let's get our bow. I hope it's warmed up enough where I can go for a walk outside today, because yesterday it was rainy and icky. Today is sunny, but it wasn't nice. Like, I mean, it's not bad, but it's like, I want it to be warmer, you know, like I got spoiled the other day when it was such a nice day. Got spoiled. Now I'm just like, I don't want to go unless it's nice. All kinds, Lane, guineas, silkies, or something else. Well, I think Erin said her rooster's a silky jerk is what she said. But she has a silky chicken too. Miss Thing or something. Like, I don't know what she was calling her. It's just something. He looks an awful lot. Apparently she looks awful lot like the rooster, because their dog Bear was trying to chase the chicken, and she was like, no, that's not the rooster. That's Miss Thing, or whatever she called her. Hopefully I know we'll finish her walk without you. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. You know, I did that the other day and then she had that seizure again. I don't know if because she's still on her, she's finishing her lady time. You know, she's on her lady time. So I don't know if she's going. I don't know if I'm gonna venture out with the dogs today or not. Whoops, come back. It might just be a me walk. Just a me walk. I don't know. All right, get some of this gauze down here. Yeah, they'll see me go out and want to go, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that again. Trim that piece of lace. We'll leave it a little bit long. Now we might have a really pretty piece of bling. I feel like it maybe needs a little bling because this is a really it's kind of a fancy-ish carrot down here on the end, don't you think? With this lace, it's fancy-ish. Look. I think that's cute. Wait, she wants a rooster, but so far doesn't have any. Well, thank you, Aunt Anita. But I think the most annoying part about the rooster is that cockadoodle doing that they do. I think that's the most annoying part. We used to live out in the, like I said, out in the country, and somebody had a peacock. You ever heard of peacock? You ever heard of peacock in the zoo? They're annoying. Like, oh. They're like, or I don't know, something like that. Something like that. I mean, it just seemed like it was something like that. I don't know. But they're annoying. Okay. All right, check it out. Well, thank you, Miss Melissa. Okay, so there's our bow on the top of our carrot, of our lace carrot. Our lace carrot from the Dollar Tree. But we're going to put a little something in the middle there because you know we have to. So there was the back of the carrot. All I did at the top was paint it with some, you can kind of see I painted it with some moss. I could always fill that in a little bit more, but I feel like the greenery does a really good job of just going over that, right? The most annoying thing is when they chase you. We were talking about that earlier. All right, so what about just a little piece of bling? My Aunt Anita's on here. She'll be happy if you put a little bling on it. She likes to bling her thing, so maybe I'll put a little bling on it. I found a piece of bling. Where? Oh, right here. Check this out. I bought this. Okay, remember when I told you I got the stamps from the friend who's, oh, thank you, Miss Shauna, whose sister sold close to my heart, and then she was selling all of her craft supplies because her sister passed away. I forgot that she talked me into buying this box, but look what's in this box. There's Tim Holtz stuff. There's these really pretty, they're all like paper flowers. Look at this. Look at all this. Yeah, Anita, this is like all these. Some of these are like silk. I didn't realize what was in here. Now I found some really pretty ones that I thought were like my favorites when I was sorting, like right this one. And like, look at these. These are so pretty. Look at those. Aren't those pretty? I was like, I didn't realize all these were in here. I guess I didn't realize. But here's what I was thinking, because this bling was on here. I found that bling I could always pluck that off there. I don't really love that flower. Let me see if I can pluck it off there. Whoops. We're going to pluck it off there now. I think she glued it on there. Some of these looks like they were on things and then she took them off. Your Aunt Anita would love that box. I know, right? Well, she might end up with some of this because I don't know that I'd ever use it all. Oh, this was like look, this looks like it was like almost like a, it's not a pin, but maybe it was supposed to be on there and that's why. I'm like, I think it would be cute on there though. Let's snip that off. That flower was ugly. That flower was ugly. It didn't need this bling. I thought that was a pretty bling though. But yeah, I was looking for garbage bags underneath my cabinet and I found those down there. I was like, wait a minute, I forgot about these. It's like Christmas and I go around the craft room finding things and oh, look at this. That's cute. If it was smaller, look at it. It's a little like cameo, but it's got like a little. Are you using the word pluck? Because we were talking about. Oh, shoot. And then there was this really nice piece of burlap in there too. So I don't know. That's a nice little surprise. I probably looked into it when I got it, but I really didn't. She was like, "Don't you want these?" She was trying to get rid of so much stuff for her brother-in-law. I was like, well, sure, because I'll probably use them at some point, and then I would forget all about them because I just put them away. Put them away and forget all about it. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. The twins, my grandchildren, and everyone in the family except Daddy are raising chickens. They eat a lot of eggs and get to make a... I know, right? Like, some of these chicken people around here are selling eggs for like $4 a dozen. Then I read about how, you know, much better it is when you have the eggs, you know, fresh eggs than the eggs that have sat in the store or in the farm, wherever, you know. Okay, check it out. Check it out. You guys like it? Does it look good with the bling on there? I think it looks cute. I think it looks cute. I don't think I want to put a tag or anything on. I think I just want to leave it like this. I think I just... lace eggs would be, oh yeah, they would, wouldn't they? You could, if you had different color. I love this lace because it's got that, this edge, how it's got the jagged edge. I love it. All right, let me hold up I haven't done anything with this year. You know, these are the command strips that I usually use. I know obviously they wouldn't work for this, but I don't know. This is a little small for this. I held this up earlier. I'm like, this is gonna be too small for this, but if I had something else, but look at, I mean, that's too small. But isn't that cute? It is, it's a gourmet carrot, isn't it? I love it. So that's a little small for that. But I love this anyway. And I've tried to see if I could find like a board around my my craft room to put this on, but I could. I mean, you could just hang it up with a hanger. I know I have to do 2 of them. Do 2 of them. 2 carrots. No, because then you guys would be like, no, you have to do 3 because if you decorate, you have to do 3. Then I have to do 3 carrots. And then I just have a big old carrot patch going on. So you guys, thank you so much for hopping on with me today. I think this turned out stinking cute. I love it. I think it is so cute. So check out your Dollar Tree for these little carrots. They look like this. That's what my TV's like trying to do something. They look like this, and they're in with all the cute, you know, Easter stuff, like all the wood things that they have for Easter. And then just take some greenery and just zhuzh it up and make it your own. I think it's cute. You just hang it on the door. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It might end up in the auction. It might end up in the auction. Like I said, I'm gonna get working on that stuff right now because I need to move some stuff. I almost can't move around this craft room. I have so much stuff. So you guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday. And I don't know if I'll make it on tomorrow or not, but I will be on Sunday, I believe at 3 p.m. Eastern time, crafting with Sunday Fun Day. Or it's Friday Favorite Sunday Fun Day group. That's what I'll be doing. What is the trim or? Oh, you mean what's this orange? Is that what you're asking? You buy the carrot in a hot minute. Well, I think it probably will end up in the auction. And you know, this was lace I bought from one of my estate sales. All of this lace came. I still have enough here. I could make some more carrots. I still have enough here. I mean, maybe if I get ambitious, I can make another. Maybe 2 of them will end up in the auction. I don't know. We'll see. But here's one for now. I'm pretty sure it'll probably go in. So, yes, lace. Isn't that pretty? You know what? You could always take white lace and you could use some Rit dye and make it orange. Like I said, this isn't like super orange. It's kind of, I mean, I say it's an orange, light orange. Oh, baby carrots. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I have some of those little carrots. That'd be cute. Maybe I'll have to do a pre-record with one of those little tiny carrots. Oh my gosh, that would be cute. That would be so cute. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.